Professor Jeffrey Seglin is a senior lecturer in public policy at Harvard Kennedy School. He's also the author of The Right Thing, Conscience, Profit and Personal Responsibility in Today's Business. He joins us on Skype from Boston. Thank you for your time. Speaking of conscience, what do you think sparked this U-turn? Was it likely to be conscience or something else?
Well, it's impossible to know. I think whatever they did, they ended up making the right choice. It seems like the initial press response to them charging for use of the facility made them rethink that move. It was a questionable move to be charging at a time when people are trying to move very swiftly to accommodate the victims of the virus. And so they rethought it, and that was a wise thing to rethink it, both from an ethical standpoint and I would imagine from a long-term standpoint of the relationship with NHS.
On the one side, though, I mean, we're in a free market. This is the free market at play. If there is demand, you know, then you can charge what you like. But what kind of ethical issues does this virus pose right now?
Well, I mean, basically, if you're looking right now, because it's a crisis, where you're looking from a sheer ethical standpoint of doing the greatest good for the greatest number of people, the profit takes a backseat to doing what's right in an attempt to save lives. From a business standpoint, they also have to think about what are the long-term implications of trying to be a profiteer during a time like this.
I mean, going further down that road on the issue of ethics, I mean, we've got right now the situation where every country is trying to get hold of masks, of personal protective equipment. We're talking about, you know, vaccine trials, and everybody's trying to look after their own first, looking after their own population. I mean, are we going to see more of this as this virus continues to spread around the globe?
Well, it seems like right now it feels like it's that direction, whether it's country to country, even within the United States, from state to state, where people are trying to get hold of the equipment. What seems to be needed is some kind of, at least in the States, a countrywide effort, and then some kind of international effort to try to sort of address it all together and work together to do it, which seems to be lacking right now.
Why is every country looking to look after its own first? Is it purely economic, or are there geopolitical, strategic interests at play here?
Well, I believe it's both. I mean, it's economic and geopolitical. I also think that some of this is because, for one reason or another, it happened quickly and there was nothing in place to prepare for such a far-reaching and rapidly spreading pandemic that we haven't experienced before. You know, so it's sort of the suddenness of it that people are sort of trying to just get their own house protected, and also they want to make sure that if they take care of other people, there will be people who take care of them when the time comes, because it's happening so quickly. Again, from an ethical standpoint, it would be nice to think that people would start thinking about what's the impact worldwide beyond this, because the virus doesn't seem to know any borders.
Thank you for your time. That's Professor Jeffrey Seglin, a senior lecturer in public policy at Harvard Kennedy School.